Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, dear students. This is Miss Layla Al-Jihani. Inshallah, today we will continue our unit 1. Today we will cover lesson 4, language and context, okay? Before we start, let's recall what we covered in our previous lesson. In our previous lesson, we covered the grammar. Inshallah, today we will do the exercises together related to grammar. And we will use the grammar we covered, inshallah, in our lesson, language and context, okay? So last class, we covered tag questions. We learned how to form the tag questions. Why do we use the tag questions? To check for information. And also, when we have a positive statement, so the tag should be negative. And if we have a negative statement, the tag should be positive, okay? Also, we covered the negative questions. Also, we use it, these are the tag questions. And also, we use the negative questions. We sometimes use the negative questions to either check for information or to express surprise, okay? And we saw some examples. We did some exercises also. Also, we used be able to express ability, things we can do and things we cannot do, okay? Inshallah, today in our lesson, we will use the tag questions to form, to ask questions about historical facts. You have to gather knowledge, research for historical events and facts, and ask questions, and you have to use the tag questions in this exercise, language and context. Also, you will respond to these questions, either you agree or disagree with the answers. Before we start, let's do the homework together. Page 90 and 91 I gave you. So we will start with page 90. Read the situation, circle the letter of the correct questions for the situation. Yani we have here a situation, and then we should choose the best question we think it's correct, okay? So let's read it all together. Okay. Number 1, it's very early in the morning, and Faisal is still sleepy. Some coffee will help wake him up. His wife asks him. So this is the situation. His wife will ask him. Which question she will ask? This or this? You want a cup of coffee, don't you? You want a cup of coffee, do you? طيب, which one you miss? Which one should I use? Do you remember when we covered in our previous lesson, what did we say? We say if we have a positive statement, then the tag should be what? Negative. Look here. You want. This is positive or negative? Positive. صح? So the tag should be negative. So the correct answer is A. Okay? Let's look at number 2. Patricia is excited about going to garage sales this morning. Tonya is going with her. As they get near the first garage sale, Patricia gets even more excited. Patricia looks at Tonya and notices that Tonya doesn't seem excited at all. Patricia is curious about that. She asked Tonya what? What did she ask her? Let's look at the 2 statements. You've been to a garage sale before, haven't you? And we have the same statements. You've been to a garage sale before. So here, have been. This is positive or negative? It's positive. So the tag should be negative. So which one? This one. So the answer will be also A. Here, if we have a positive, the tag should be negative, okay? 3, Dawn finds a colorful shirt in the box. I'm sure you have read these statements when you are doing the homeworks. Let's look directly to the questions. You don't, so this is what? Negative. This is not a positive. You don't want that shirt, don't you? And here we have a negative, here we have a positive. Which one are we going to use? If we have in the statements, if we have a negative here, we have a negative. So the tag should be what? Positive, excellent. So we use, the answer will be B. You don't want that shirt, do you? Because we have a negative, we used positive tag, okay? Now for number 4, this sweater is too expensive, is it? This sweater is too expensive, isn't it? So we have this sweater is too expensive. Is positive or negative? It's positive. So the tag should be negative. The tag should be negative. This one or this one? A or B? Excellent, B. So this is the correct answer. Now here in exercise D, 2 friends see each other at a garage sale. This is the first time they've spoken in 5 years. Complete their tag questions. Give the expected responses. يعني here the responses and the answers can vary. There is no right or wrong answer, okay? So we have this conversation. Look at the answers, compare it with your friends. Ask them, why did you put a negative tag? Why did you put a positive tag, for example? And look at the responses. With the affirmative, how do we agree with the positive? How do we agree with the negative? Okay? Remember what we covered in our lesson, and let's see the answers together, okay? So for number 1, we wrote hasn't it, okay? The answer, yes, it has. Number 3, are they? Number 4, no, they aren't. Number 5, weren't you? 6, yes, I was. 7, didn't you? And 8, yes, I did. And also here the completion of the same conversation. Number 9, do you? 10, no, I don't. 11, don't you? 12, yes, I do. 13, have you? 14, no, I haven't. 15, can't you? 16, I can. Okay? These are the completion of the tag questions for this conversation and the responses. Now we have in page 91, we have exercise E. Answer the tag questions, use your own information. يعني here the answers should be based on you, okay? يعني there is no, you don't have to follow the same answers as we do here. These questions should be answered based on your knowledge. You haven't finished high school, have you? So this is related to you. What will you say? You brushed your teeth this morning, didn't you? You haven't cleaned your room today, have you? Number 4, your parents have been married for a long time, haven't they? 5, your English teacher is very intelligent, isn't she or isn't he? Okay, these are the questions, so you have to respond to them. For the first question, no, I haven't. You brushed your teeth, yes, I did. You haven't cleaned your room today, have you? Yes, I have. Your parents have been married for a long time, haven't they? Yes, they have. Your English teacher is very intelligent, isn't she or he? Yes, he is, or yes, she is, okay? These are the answers, these are the homework. We covered all the answers together. If we want to open our books, page 6, we will start, inshallah, today, language in context. Before we start, if I tell you history, do you like history classes? Do you like it? Do you enjoy history classes? Some of you said yes, some of you said no. To be honest, I hate history. I'm really bad in memorizing dates and events. So if you are good in history, this is really going to be interesting for you. So how much you like your history classes? Some of you said we like it a lot. Some of you said we don't like it. How good are you at historical facts? What do I mean about this question? Do you remember the dates? Are you good in memorization? Do you like reading about past events? So do you think you have a good historical knowledge? For me, no, to be honest. I had to use the internet to search for facts. You can do the same also in our exercise today. If you are not really good in memorizing, no problem. We're going to use the internet, okay? So we're going to research for historical facts. For language and context, prepare a quiz about historical facts. Yani imagine that you are a teacher, you are a history teacher, and you are gonna write questions, write a quiz about historical facts. Yani you have to have the knowledge. If you don't, you have to research, okay? And play a game with a partner. So you will not work alone in this exercise. You and your friend will ask each other questions, okay? Use tag questions when you are not sure of an answer. Like when your friend asks you a question, with the response, you should use the tag questions we covered in our previous lesson, okay? طيب يا Miss Anna, I don't know how to start. We will start. Each one of you and your partner should write down the questions. The first step is write down the question. Ask any questions. When did the World War II started or finished? Ask any question and then look for the answer and keep it with you. Don't show it to your friend. So write down like 3 to 4 questions about historical facts, and then the next step, here they provided an example. The next step you are gonna do is ask your friend the questions. If we look at our book here, they provided some examples for us. This is the first question. So the first step is to write this question. Which volcano destroyed Pompeii? So this question, you ask it to your friend, and your friend will respond to the question using tag questions. Okay, and then you will either agree with your friend or disagree. You tell them the correct answer. Another example, who invented the printing press? So the first step is you write these questions. Da Vinci was the inventor of the printing press, wasn't he? So you respond and then use the tag question. No, he wasn't. It was Gutenberg, okay? So this is an example provided, and you can see it in your book, and it's related to the pictures we can see in our book. They showed you the village that they say it was destroyed, and they showed you the picture of the invention, okay? So the first step we said, write the questions. خلاص, write 3 questions, each one of you. When you finish, you should ask your partner the questions, ask each other the questions, and listen to your friend respond. The response, you should use tag questions, and then you can confirm or disagree with the answer. I provided some examples. I'm sure you did much better than me. I used the internet to look for the information. So the first statement here I have, when was the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia founded? This is the first question. I wrote this question. So if I ask it and your friend will answer, he will say or she will say, it was founded in 1930. Wasn't it? Here we have a positive statement and a negative tag, okay? It was founded in 1930, wasn't it? The information is wrong. So what do I say? No, it wasn't. It was founded in 1932. I have all the questions and the answers in front of me. So when I ask, I know if the answer is correct or no, okay? Another example, how many human players are there on each side in football match? In a football match. B, there are 11 players in each side, aren't they? So this is I respond and I use the tag question to answer it. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. This is how we form it, okay? Another example, what's the biggest animal in the world? If I ask what is the biggest animal in the world, The elephant is the biggest, isn't it? No, it isn't. It's the blue whale. So I check whether the information is correct or no. What is the capital of UAE? Abu Dhabi is the capital of UAE, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay? Do you see how easy it is? You have to do the same. Write down the question and listen to your friend's response, and then you will say yes or no. Okay? Correct the information, or you don't need to correct it. Another example, which planet is closest to the sun? I'm asking about the planet that closest to the sun, near to the sun. Is it Jupiter? Isn't it? It is Jupiter, isn't it? No, it isn't. It is Mercury. So this is the correct answer. Okay? Another example, what is the smallest country in the world? I'm asking about the smallest country in the world. It is Bahrain, isn't it? No, it isn't. It is Monaco. So I corrected the information. Okay? So for your homework, I want you to do page 92 as your homework to practice more the grammar we covered in this lesson and in the previous lesson. What did we cover today? We used the tag questions to form questions about historical events, and we responded to these questions, and I showed you a lot of examples we can use. That's it for today. Thank you for listening, and inshallah I will see you next class.